but one of our great partners at Envoy told me about it, and we started talking about, well, maybe we could come out. Sure enough, here we are. So we called him up and said, hey, how about if we participate in a way and we'll sponsor the concert. So my foundation is a sponsor of the concert, and we want to support our veterans. We hope a lot of veterans come out here today to hear the band and kick off the air show.
What's it been like just to see the scope of the show so far and just the amount of interest and people and everything else?
It's great. It's great. We've played several air shows before, and I always love doing it. And the Thunderbirds are always great. And are the Blue Angels here today, or just the Thunderbirds? Thunderbirds?
Yes.
Just okay. But they're great. They're great. Love the Birds. We, they've been at several other air shows that we've been at. It's always fun to watch them. I get a kick out of it. And there's always great crowds. These are veteran-friendly crowds that come to the air shows. So we love doing it. We were at Air Venture in Wisconsin several years in a row, and we've done Randolph Air Force Base, had a big one out there, and we did Naval Base Ventura last year, big air show there. This is the first time we've been here, and I'm really looking forward to it.
For people who haven't seen a Lieutenant Dan Band concert, what should they expect?
The band, I put the band together to just play kind of a variety of music, popular music that people are going to know, classics, all genres. We do country, we do pop, rock, swing. I mean, it's all over the map. It's a good mix, a little something for everybody in our show. I'm not a songwriter. I don't make my living playing music. I do this for the mission. And the band is kind of a part of the Gary Sinise Foundation, so the people that donate to the foundation help me help me supply this music all over the country. And we've done hundreds and hundreds of shows at home and abroad. We're keeping it up. I love doing it. Love being with the veterans. We want them to know how appreciated they are.
This foundation itself has meant so much to you and so much to the veterans that serve. Can you speak to just what that foundation does exactly and just the impact it has?
The foundation, the mission at the foundation is very broad. It's I was doing a lot of different types of things before I started the foundation. So when I started the Gary Sinise Foundation, I just wanted to expand on all that work that I was doing. So that's why you see us building houses and providing entertainment and supporting first responders and taking care of the children of our fallen heroes. I mean, the mission is there's a variety of initiatives and programs at the Gary Sinise Foundation because we want to cover a lot of ground. There's a lot of need out there. And so we don't just do one thing. When you donate to the Gary Sinise Foundation, your support is going to go to multiple things to help us ensure that the people that defend us and protect us out there know that we're grateful for what they do, and that's why we show up.
Well, it's special for you too. Your dad was in the Navy, and you have a great connection to the military.
Yeah, a lot of veterans in my family. It all starts there with me. My grandfather was in the Army in World War I. He had 3 sons, and 2 of them were in World War II. My dad was in the Navy during Korea, and my wife's side of the family, a lot of Vietnam veterans. So I have great respect for the men and women who serve our country, and after September 11th, I just felt kind of called to action, and I wanted to do something to try to make sure that folks deploying to Afghanistan and Iraq in reaction to that terrible day would know that the nation was behind them. And having Vietnam, I'm a Vietnam era guy. I was. The last combat year was 1973. That's when I graduated high school. So people just a little older than I was were off in the jungle while I was in high school. And I remember what it was like for them to go off to war and come home and not be supported. And I wanted to just do my bit to make sure that people today that were responding, as I said, to the attacks of September 11th, people were getting hurt, people were losing people. I just wanted them and their families to know that we were behind them. So we go out all over the place. We've raised hundreds of millions of dollars at the Gary Sinise Foundation. We've deployed those resources all over the place, and one of the things we do is provide entertainment. So that's why we're here today.
And what's the reaction like from families
It's a fun show. I mean, we play in the songs we play. Everybody knows, so people sing along and dance along, and everybody knows the tunes. We even play Disney tunes in our show, so the kids love it, and it's a lot of fun. I just wanted to put kind of a variety show together, so that we'd be playing a little something for everybody. And you'll have kids out here, you'll have older veterans out here today, and everybody in between, and everybody will get a little something that they react to, they respond to, they remember. So it's a kind of a nostalgia show a little bit, and it's a high energy band. The band is really good.
You got a favorite?
Oh, we do 80 songs. I don't know. I don't know. We don't do them all in one show.
Fair enough.
But there's a lot of great songs in our show. We do 2 songs. My son was a musician and a composer, and we sell his records over here. It's a record called Resurrection and Revival, and we do 2 songs off the second record, which is Resurrection and Revival Part 2. There's 2 songs in our show that are originals that were written by my son, and we'll be doing those today as well. So there's a lot of different things in our show.
So you have a lot of military members in your family, but you decided to go another way.
Yeah, to the acting thing.
To the acting, which has worked out very well. I mean, your family's more than paid its debt of service. So why did you not?
You know what? As I said, I grew up. I was in high school during the Vietnam War. It was a tricky, terrible time, and it was a rough time. And I remember my parents being very scared that I was gonna get drafted, go into the service. I was not at all prepared to do that at that time. But as I got older and I met my wife. And she introduced me to her brothers who had both served in Vietnam, and her sister's husband, combat medic in Vietnam. I started thinking a lot about what I was doing when they were in the jungle, when I was in high school, playing rock and roll and doing theater plays, And I started to feel kind of guilty about being so kind of unaware of what people just slightly older than me were going through. And I felt bad about that. So I thought, well, a way for me to give back and to do something to serve is to volunteer for the USO, which I did. As an actor, I had some success, and so I could get on USO tours and go to the war zones and go to the hospitals, and then started taking the musicians with me. And you know what? It ended up being just a way that I could serve and give back to my country.
You definitely have done that. So
thank you.
Appreciate everything you've done.
And I appreciate you, sir. You bet. God bless you. Okay.
Appreciate
Good?
it.
You sticking around for the show? Yeah?
They'll be back.
All right, good.